got it all. We on the go, go, go. Courts ready, cash always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
99.9, the heart and soul of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. WEFM is SVG.
Bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I'm your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. Since the introduction of the Central Water and Sewage Authority's CWSA White Goods Collection Program in 2011, over 5,000 truckloads of material has been collected. This is according to the CWSA's Solid Waste Manager Winsbert Quo, who also noted that the program has played a significant role in the reduction of nationwide pollution as well as significantly contributed to the reduction of disaster risk. We hear more from Mr. Quo.
And that has significantly contributed to a reduction in pollution and even in terms of the disaster vulnerability reduction, because prior to 2011, it was not uncommon to see some of those items in streams and drains and rivers. And whenever you have a downpour, it could cause blockages. But I would like to say that the Vincentian public has responded well in taking advantage of the White Goods program. It's actually become like a national cultural thing now, where folks will call you and tell you, when is the White Goods coming up? Since we started our program in 2011, we've done over 20 activities, and we've collected over 5,000 truckloads of material.
That was the Central Water and Sewage Authority's Solid Waste Manager, Winsbert Quo, speaking on WeFM's Issues at Hand program. Commencing Monday, June 13th, fully vaccinated travelers to St. Vincent and the Grenadines will not be required to arrive with a COVID-19 test. However, they still may be tested for COVID-19 on arrival in country, as determined by the Port Health Officer. This is one of the main changes included in Phase 24 of the entry protocols. Fully vaccinated travelers to SVG will also not be required to complete a pre-arrival form at health.gov.vc. Unvaccinated travelers will still be required to arrive with a negative rapid antigen COVID-19 test done no more than 24 hours before arrival, or a PCR COVID-19 test done no more than 72 hours before arrival. The pre-arrival form is no longer required to enter St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still on the local scene, earlier this week, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines entered into a contractual agreement with NH International Caribbean Limited for the construction of the Holiday Inn Express Hotel at Diamond. Present at the contract signing ceremony was Minister of Finance Camilo Gonçalves, who said the construction of the hotel will continue the complete transformation of the Diamond area. We hear more from the Finance Minister.
The hotel will, as the Prime Minister said, be built within 18 months. So by the end of next year, this hotel, in time for the tourism season next year, this hotel will be built and will continue the complete transformation of the Diamond area. Those of you who can think back a decade or so ago will remember that that was essentially a pasture. Now you have the Vincent Beach Athletic Stadium under construction. You have National Properties building. You have the tourism, the hospitality building. You have the Center of Excellence. You're soon to have a community center. The entire area has been transformed. And this particular hotel will be one of the jewels of that transformation.
That was the Minister of Finance, Camilo Gonçalves. The Holiday Inn Express will be a 92-room facility constructed at a cost of $52 million. The construction of the hotel is expected to last approximately 18 months and at its peak employ in excess of 120 construction workers. On to news in the region. Churches and non-governmental organizations in St. Kitts and Nevis have written to Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, urging him to name a date for the general election, warning also that a code of conduct should be implemented to ensure the society is not plunged into election and induced chaos as voters in the Twin Island Federation prepare to elect a new government. In a letter to Prime Minister Harris dated June 8th, the churches and the NGOs listed several issues they want the relevant authorities to take into consideration, including a pre-election period of sensitivity, neutrality in the electoral process, the delay in announcing the election date, and the abuse of office. We are of the firm view that the execution of the Code of Conduct should be mandatory after every dissolution of the National Assembly to ensure that our society is not plunged into election-induced chaos, as emotions are heightened during election campaigns. We, therefore, anticipate your soonest execution of the Code of Conduct in your capacity as political leader of the People's Labour Party, the groups wrote in their letter. The letter was sent by the St. Kitts Christian Council, the St. Kitts Evangelical Association, the Nevis Christian Council, the Nevis Evangelical Association, the St. Kitts Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Bar Association. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Government of Grenada and the Royal Caribbean Group, bringing the cruise company and the Government of Grenada together to create employment opportunities for Grenadians. This includes hosting a large-scale job recruitment drive. The memorandum was signed by Grenada's Minister for Tourism, Dr. Clarice Modest Cohen, and Wendy McDonald, Regional Vice President, Government Relations, Caribbean of the Royal Caribbean Group. The Grenadian Tourism Authority, GTA, says this partnership supports expanding employment opportunities for qualified Grenadians to work on cruise ships operated by Royal Caribbean Group, as the company seeks to generate opportunities for employing a high-quality workforce from the Caribbean region. On the international scene, YouTube is being criticized for failing to tackle a network of cybercriminals streaming fake Elon Musk videos to scam viewers. The criminals are hijacking YouTube accounts and using the videos to promote bogus cryptocurrency giveaways. BBC News found dozens of these streams being watched by tens of thousands of people over 4 days this month. On Tuesday, Elon Musk said that YouTube was not tackling scam ads. YouTube says it removes channels that are reported. For many months, the streams have been fooling thousands of people into sending cryptocurrency to criminals, thinking they will receive a prize from Mr. Musk. One of the most common links to a website which invites people to double their money by sending Bitcoin or Ethereum to the digital wallet addresses advertised. And finally, in sports, Liverpool's Mohamed Salah and Chelsea's Sam Kerr have won the men's and women's PFA Player of the Year awards. The pair won the Golden Boot in 2021-2022 as top scorer in the Premier League and Women's Super League respectively. Manchester City's Phil Foden, 22, won the Young Player of the Year award for the second consecutive season. Lauren Hemp, 21, who plays for City in the WSL, was named the Young Player of the Season for a record-breaking 4th season in a row. That makes the England international the most decorated PFA award winner over all categories. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
The flavor nice, it's locally made.